Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Manifesting with the Moon. Today, I am here with Stephanie, and we are chatting about the new moon that is happening tonight in Libra, which is always very exciting because I'm a Libra baby, and so I love Libra. How about you, Steph? I know you're a Libra baby too.
I am a Libra baby too. In fact, this is just 2 days after my birthday. So it's literally, I feel it's exciting because I've just had my birthday. And yeah, and now we've got the new moon. Lovely, love it. All the moons in Libra. Let's have more.
Let's have more Libra moons because it feels so nice. I feel like been so disruptive. And even though this last full moon in Aries was it was pleasant, right? With all of our money affirmations and everything. It was still
Yeah.
kind of intense, which maybe we should circle around. How is your money manifestation going?
Well, not bad at all. So far, I have won money. I have received money, and money has unexpectedly turned up in my account. So, did I
Ooh.
get to the £500? I am not sure I got all the way there, but I certainly felt it was a big, significant amount of money. So, if it wasn't £500, then it was definitely something along the lines of 350 or 400. So I'm going to take that as money came easily.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
and that's what I wanted,
Well, you
just for
still
it
have
to
two
come.
weeks, Steph, until the full moon again.
Well, that's true. That's true. That's true. I've still got long. I've got a bit more time. So who
Yeah.
knows?
Who knows? Well, that's
How
awesome.
about you? How did you get
I
on?
I have done pretty well. I mean, I have not manifested it every day, but I think I went low, like $150, and I think I am probably over halfway there in discounts and stuff like that. I like to attract discounts, and I got a free meal and I got some presents for like a late birthday.
Wow.
So I feel like I have done exactly what I wanted. It's just fun to
Yeah.
like watch and see, right? Like
Yeah.
to see these different avenues.
Yeah, exactly. And how they're going to just, it's almost like with no expectation. Don't mind, I know that they're on their way. It's literally, I can feel the energy coming towards me. So it's not going to be long.
Yes, I love that. Don't you love it? Like when you become more aligned, I feel like you can like really feel that in your body. And since Stephanie and I are both like sacral, well, we're generators. And so we can like you could almost feel it coming in. Like you can feel
Yeah,
something like, oh, what am I pulling in?
yeah,
What's it gonna
yeah,
be? It's kind of exciting.
yeah. But it's that absolute knowing. It kind of you can feel it. So, like I knew I was going to win money. I just knew I was going to win it. It was that because my sacral was going, oh, it's basically it's on its way here. So even when I said it, it was like, yeah, this isn't going to be a problem. I've got money on its way already.
That's
So
amazing.
it's a lovely feeling to have that sort of like, yeah, this is simple.
Oh, I love that. Stephanie is basically the United Kingdom contest queen. You know, back in like the 30s or 40s, there was one here in the US, and she figured out the whole manifestation process, and she was dubbed like the contest queen because she won contests all the time. She even won a house. And so that's basically Stephanie now.
Wow.
That's her.
Yeah. I've
Yeah,
never won a house, but then again,
not
I've
yet.
never entered anything to win a house. So maybe that's what I have to do next.
That's your next manifestation. Go big or go home, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Or win one.
Oh, yeah,
Win a home.
absolutely. Okay, well, let's talk about the new moon in
Okay.
Libra. Okay, so new moons are all about going inward, kind of taking a little reset, setting your intentions for the next cycle. The Libra moon is, of course, lovely. It's a lovely time of year. The veil is thin because we are in that nice shifting into the winter solstice vibe. How are you feeling about this?
Lovely. Really nice. I think over the years, my getting into balance has been less roller coaster, highs, big lows, highs, big lows, and is definitely more of a wave. So the balance for me now feels so much more calmer. So, and the reason why that's important is because I'm about to go away on vacation.
Mm.
And normally, what I would have done in the old way of working is I would have worked really, really hard and put loads and loads of hours in, because then I'd feel really stressed and then I could have my absolute chill and do nothing for a week. Whereas now, I haven't pushed myself. So hopefully, I'm not going to arrive stressed and burnt out. I'm just going to arrive and be able to relax. And so everything will be smooth. And that is what I've been really working on to do with balance, is that, yeah, you can do the highs and the lows, but if you could just make it a little bit closer, then you're still getting the balance and you're still getting the highs and lows, but you're not always got this push, 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 relax, 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 push. But, that sort of balance isn't the balance I'm looking for anymore in my life.
Oh.
How about you and balance?
I have recently, my family is going through, I don't want to talk about it quite yet, but we are kind of waiting for something to manifest. One of my kids is manifesting something big and everything. And so we are sitting in this waiting room of anticipation, right? We know something is coming, but we are sitting in this okay, it's coming on the horizon, but let's stay present in the moment. There's nothing we can do about it. And so it's this balance of emotions that I'm feeling too, where I'm like, oh, I wish it would just happen and come. And then, oh, well, it's no big deal if it doesn't come because it's going to come. I just don't need it to come right now. And so it's this constant okay, just come back to the present moment for me, which is what for me feels like
Mhm.
balance is living in the moment. This is something
Yeah,
that I uh, do as often as I can. But, sometimes it doesn't work as well as I like. But right now it's working well, living in the present moment.
good,
And so
good.
balance.
Yeah, absolutely. Just trying to get that balance there. And I think the thing is it's about the good and the bad. That sometimes things can be really positive and feel like you're really, really up, but then something happens and you get the sort of like the low. And it's just knowing it's okay. It's just a way. We don't have to sit and ride the high and make the most of it and try and push ourselves to make it last as long as possible. Just like we don't have to sit in the low and make it drag out longer than we have to. We can also try and get back into this more neutral place of almost like in that, as you just described, almost like being in that stillness, the being, rather than sitting in the bigger emotions.
Yes, I agree. I agree. I feel like the emotions for me right now, I am someone who I'm an emotional authority. Emotions are supposed to be a very big part of my life, and they are just now starting to really trickle and be like, "Well, how do you feel right now?" Like it's becoming a little bit easier. It feels a little bit easier this time of year too, as I'm trying to
Yeah.
sit in this balance. Like, what do you really feel about this right now? So that's been really nice. It's nice to get in touch with your emotions, right? Because emotions are just energy, moving energy, right? And so when you can get in touch with
Yeah.
those, you're going to be able to transmute them and shift them a little bit easier. But sometimes they can be a little bit tricky to figure out what you doing? What you doing there? What am I
Yeah.
feeling right now?
Yeah. And right now, with it being in Libra, this is a really good time to be thinking about how am I feeling? How am I feeling with my relationships? That's not always with our partner. That could be relationships like our family, with our children, with our friends. Do we need to make adjustments? This is also a time of, as we go inwards and do this new moon reflecting time, we really need to also be thinking about, are there minor tweaks that we need to be making to make our relationships balanced? Because relationships are so key. And if we're always the one who phones to organize something, always the one that is cooking dinner for, and you're kind of like, there's almost like an imbalance starting to happen, then this is our time to go, oh, maybe I've been sitting back a bit too much, or maybe I've been pushing too much again. That push, this high and low, we're getting trying back in, right. We got into this lovely Libra new moon energy. How do we bring back some balance so that we feel more equal in our relationships around us?
I like that. Yeah, this always, and I never even associated it with the moon, but this is always the time of year where I kind of like evaluate everything that is on our schedule and like, okay, is this still working for us? Is this not working for us? Do we want to keep doing this with this person, or do we want to pull back and everything? And it is just a really good time of year to kind of look at where we are leaking energy. I always, for when I think of balance, I think of the law of compensation, right? That energetic
Hmm.
exchange. And there's always like one or two areas where I'm like, oh, this kind of feels out of balance. It's a really good chance to really, if you are into human design and you know your authority, to kind of like settle back into your authority and see like, is this a right area for me to be putting my energy to, or is it just not feeling so hot anymore? Because I think it's really easy, especially we're kind of still at the beginning of the school year, right? So it's
Yeah,
really easy to kind of get set into those routines really quickly. And so
yeah,
sometimes you have to kind of reevaluate them because they can get away from you pretty quick and you can start really like siphoning off energy, have things pulling energy from you that you're like, whoa, whoa, I didn't even want that. Stop it.
yeah. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Just get yourself, just in fact, this is the importance of this, almost like the new moon practice, this going in and reflecting on these adjustments that you want to make, almost looking back and thinking about what's working, what's not working, but also looking forward and where you want to make those adjustments moving forward. And this is why this, you know, twice a month, whether or not it's with the full moon or the new moon, you come into this place of just refining, because that's what it's all about, using the moon to anchor how you refine and how you make some adjustments twice a month, and using this energy that's actually available to us freely, because that's what we want. We want to be able to tap into the energy that's already there for us.
Yeah, it makes flowing with it so much easier. And I think
Yeah.
when you become aware of these cycles and everything, you can really, really utilize them. I know I have been able to utilize them so much these past, almost, has it been 6 months, maybe almost 6 months
Hmm.
since we've been doing this? And it's been so helpful for me to come back and do this with the moon. And I think you can do it with any cycle you want. This just happens to be a very consistent cycle that I like,
Yeah.
these
Yeah,
check-ins.
exactly. It's a very visual cycle as well, isn't it? You know,
Mm,
even just before the new moon, that tiny slither is the reminder that we're just about to enter it. It's almost like the reminder is almost it just about to disappear. And then its reappearance, of particularly the new moon. The full moon, of course, it's just there like a torch for everyone to see. But the new moon, it's almost like it's the void. It's the way that it just disappears, and it's like you look around the sky. It's like, where's the moon? And it's like, oh yeah, it's okay.
yeah.
It's not disappeared. It's just it's a new moon, and but it has it, and it brings it's just gentle, reflective, go inwards, reflect on what's going on, and then just being able to make these little refinements. Adjust, it's almost like the old-fashioned radio, just kind of just refine it gently and slowly.
Yes, yes. I used to get very a little bit nervous with the new moon. I think probably because I couldn't see the moon, and so sometimes going inward can feel a little bit intense and a little bit frightening, right? Because we're going into this unknown area of ourselves
Hmm.
and the night, and it feels very, very dark. But once you get used to it, it feels really nice. It's almost like this nice pause reset button that we get, and it's so needed right now,
Yeah.
always.
Yeah. Think of it more cozy by the fire,
Mm.
that sort of energy rather than dark and scary. And then you get the energy of the wanting to go in. That's the sort of like the energy that it's really we're trying for you to help you tap into.
Yes, I love that. And this new moon is particularly nice because it is in Libra, and Libra is ruled by Venus. So it's just a really nice and like happy, cozy, like loving new moon to kind of reset you as we are going into these darker days up here in the northern hemisphere. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm really looking forward to tonight and just
Yeah,
doing a little bit of reflecting.
yeah, absolutely. So what do you like to do in your on your new moon? What are you going to be doing tonight? Do you journal? Do you sit with
Mm.
a candle? What do you like to do?
I usually do my journaling in the morning. I
Hmm.
don't sit with a candle. I should. That sounds really nice. But I kind of just like to look at the night sky. I love tracking the moon across the sky. I always know where the moon is in the sky. And so I really like the new moons because you can see the constellations so clearly. And right now,
Yes.
outside, there's actually a really good view and vantage point of Venus right outside my
Wow.
front door at night. So it's just like, oh, hey there, Venus, how you doing? And so that's just really nice to have this nice, like, crystalline sky above us. And yeah, I don't know. I just love it. It feels so peaceful. How about
Yeah.
you?
Yeah. Yeah, so I normally do mine the night of the new moon, and I tend to, after everyone's gone to bed, I tend to stay up and just spend half an hour with my journal, just kind of just thinking about the couple of weeks that have just gone and the couple of weeks that are about to come, and thinking about what would I like to maybe, adjust, refine. But I think this time in particular, I'm really going to go into relationships. And are there any relationships around of me that feel out of balance that I'd like to maybe improve some boundaries on, or to communicate that, hey, come on, I need you to show up to, and just do something like that as well. So just, but again, gentle. I think that's the key. This isn't about, and I'm gonna say this. It's just like this is just gentle, beautiful, balanced energy, not big, not big, aggressive, big, big highs, big lows. Nothing about that. This is about balance and calm.
Yes, I don't think there is any like real need to do any major cord cutting during the new moon. That
No.
feels like a more of a full moon type vibe.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah. Or even using maybe either the solstices
mm,
or even maybe the equinoxes, those sorts of things, might be quite good.
mhm.
So, but I would definitely say solstice with energy would be a really good one for cord cutting.
Oh, absolutely. This just feels like more of an awareness thing, right? Like, this
Yeah,
is how I'm feeling, and let's just look at where my energy is going right now, which is a
yeah,
really nice and easy and gentle thing for us
yeah,
to do during these new
yeah,
moons.
very much so. Yeah.
Yes. So, do you have anything else you'd like to add to this?
No, that's it. I think that, just enjoy the new moon and just maybe get there nice and cozy and wrap up in a blanket and snuggle
Mhm.
down and just reflect and be gentle and just think about that balance.
Oh, yes, it's a perfect time to do that. Where it's just
Yeah.
up here in the northern hemisphere, it's just a little bit chilly, where you need a blanket to snuggle up. So go out and see the stars because they're gorgeous right now in these new moon skies.
Sounds great.
Yeah. And we will see you guys in a couple weeks for the full moon. Bye.
Okay. Bye.